before Columbus. I told you to come up and to get yourself either debunk us or get yourself debunked. Now it's I'm trying to learn well just tell me like what's go here first like how did black people get here like nigga nah bro come the fuck up all that deflection you doing that's what y'all ought to do soon as y'all get called out for y'all BS y'all want to deflect nigga how you gonna answer my questions with a question.
Man, fuck this lame ass nigga. He in the chat talking about Google are there reservations. Nigga, you got taught how to be a fake Indian in boarding school and they didn't teach you shit because they don't even know how to be Indian. And then on top of that, even if you did get taught how to be a so-called Indian, you still wasn't part of the civilized tribes because you ain't civilized shit. You can't civilize yourself. Ain't y'all strung out on the reservations on meth?
The civilized tribes is the Southeast history, see? You feel me? Now with that shit being said, like you don't know, bro. Like y'all niggas, just like she said, y'all got taught to be an engine. Like how you get taught to be who you claim you are. Like how you get taught to tilt the land. How you go to a boarding school reservation school to get taught how to tilt land that's supposed to be your land?
And why
you should already know.
My bad, cool. But why they don't steward any land right now? Why we don't see no native like grocery stores and farms and Indian farms and you feel me? Like something not adding up. Y'all just lost y'all shit all of a sudden. What happened? What do you say? Damn, homie. Happened to you? You was the man, homie. What happened? What happened to y'all horses and all these furs and shit? What happened?
Look at slow five cooning for the motherfucking pale people again. There you go.
We be frying that nigga bad, bro. Like
that's why I don't talk to him.
Right.
Look, Doug. You know why I really don't talk to him. It's not really the pay. It's not really the that I call him a PPA. Like PPA it just stands for you feel me? Pandemic Pan-African. Because all of a sudden, like during the pandemic, he want to turn to a pro-African, but yet, like somebody already been exposed that you was on this Indian business back in your IG. You feel me? In 2017 and all that. So you feel me? Like I'm not even trying to hear that, but that's not even really why I don't talk to him or socialize with him for real. It's the fact that you feel me? His what he bring up. So he brought up lice, right? He brought up how lice got to America. And he was like, see, look, this article right here speaks on Native Americans and lice. And he was like, see, look, it says the Native American, when they came here, they brought lice. When they migrated here. And then I said, yo, read that again. Like, go ahead, continue reading. He ain't want to read it. Oh, nah, bro. It said when they migrated here, they brought lice. Lice is not indigenous to here. Neither are them. Based off that article, these niggas is not from here, gang. They got a whole migration pattern, bro. Stop the cap. If we not indigenous, nigga, they not indigenous. Nobody indigenous. That's the problem. Nobody's indigenous, and that's what y'all not getting. If we ain't indigenous here, nigga, nobody's is.
And if they migrated 25K years, they would have not been the first people here. If it was only 25,000 years ago, they wouldn't have been the first.
They didn't exist 25,000 years ago. I don't even know why this nigga's saying that, but I don't think they realized we've already shown that there was DNA in America, ancient, right, that closely resembles so-called oceanic people. We know the phenotype that was here, right? And if y'all looking at Chakua, they just updated that shit, right? So they blowing my shit, right? They telling you, hey, this ancient lineage in America, they don't share no DNA with Native Americans, ancient or modern. So they don't got, Clovis DNA, right? But they concluded this shit without telling us who DNA they most similar to. They just said that they came from the very first population, right? Same niggas that mixed with oceanic people or whatever. But I'm trying to figure out why they're not telling us the DNA of these Chakua people. Like, who do they cluster to? Who are they closely related to? If they're not fucking Native Americans, then who DNA do they resemble? It's only so much DNA you could get in a fucking planet. Like, where do these niggas come from? And they don't want to tell us.
But none
it's
of
a fucking agenda.
The ancient bones wasn't. We know that Lucia bones wasn't tested. They used modern day Brazil, so-called Indians in Brazil. They used their DNA to as a reference panel. Why don't they ever use ancient American DNA? Why they always use Clovis DNA? Let's get some ancient American reference panels, not Clovis people, not Africans, not Europeans. Let's get some ancient American DNA that we can reference this DNA to. And don't come up here talking about some MT DNA, no fucking Eve gene or Adam gene, all that pseudo shit. Real DNA, ancient American DNA.
No. mtDNA is not pseudo. It's the Eve gene that's pseudo. There's no proof of the Eve gene, but we got mitochondrial.
It's not pseudo, but they're basing it off of the Eve gene. That's what makes it pseudo.
It's not based off the Eve gene. That's just it's just a theory that they use.
mtDNA is based off of haplogroups. Haplogroups are based off of Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens are based off of having a common ancestor with the ape. It's all the same theory. They're all working together. Let's get some ancient American DNA.
So what Homo sapiens actually had haplogroups? Like which specific Homo sapiens had haplogroups?
Because the haplogroup, especially the L haplogroup, is based off of the Homo sapien Lucy.
It's just a genetic marker.
Lucy didn't have a haplogroup.
Right, because she never existed, because it's pseudo. We know that.
But but I'm talking, so they would have never sequenced Lucy, so it wouldn't be based off of her. If Lucy didn't have a haplogroup, haplogroups wouldn't be based off Lucy.
Like, we got genetic markers in America that only go back to Black people in ancient America. That's why I'm saying we can't throw out mtDNA. M haplogroup was found in North America pre-Columbus. That shit is 5,000 years old. They said that haplogroup has never been reported in Native Americans. So that means Black Americans and fucking oceanic people in America are the only niggas that got that ancient American haplogroup. You feel me? Like, we got something that they don't have that's exclusive to America. That's why I'm saying this debating should be stupid.
It's not about being stupid. It's about facts. Because people take pseudoscience and then they make it science law and then they push strong opinions. So it's a fact that the mtDNA is based off the mitochondrial Eve gene. Who is the Eve gene? It's
there's no proof.
Okay, so pull up your source and I can pull up mine.
All right, I
got a little extra time today. Yeah, so if you want to say we don't have to throw out the mtDNA, okay, then we would need ancient American reference panels. When they said they found Lucia, they never tested her bones. A coincidence, her remains were burnt up in the Museum of Brazil the same year they reconstructed and said that she was heavy melanated. That's just a coincidence, though. I'm not a conspiracy theory. So I'm saying,
are you saying that ancient American DNA outside of Clovis has never been sequenced?
Yeah, and I can stand on that, and I have sources.
It says that the mitochondrial DNA is not directly connected to the E gene.
It's not.
why I keep saying the shit to the homegirls and keep bringing the shit up, because people not understanding what Charles Darwin was talking about way back then when it comes to, you know, certain things. So it's a reason why the Atlanteans and the Ethiopians have the greatest history in the world, because they are the original mating pair people of the world. So when we look at history and mtDNA is based off the Horn of Africa theory, which is the Out of Africa theory, which would be all life started in Africa. So that's the E1B1A1. What you know what I'm talking about, Sosa? Now I wish grandson was here, but
the E1B, it's the A00. It's really the A haplogroup.
No, that E1B1 shit, man.
E1B1,
whatever that is.
Yeah, that's not the
E1B1A.
that wouldn't be the original. That wouldn't be the original haplogroup. That's just a haplogroup. Yeah,
no, that's actually whatever it is, L haplogroup, however, but I know by A00, but that's a theory that's discovered after all of this shit is put out. We got to remember this, right? Because we got to keep everything in context of timeline as the history has been being placed. Now they discovered A00 and instantly went all the way over to Africa to find it in some people, but they didn't study nobody in America for it. So we have to realize what she's saying is true in its own sense, right? Because when you look at the Out of Africa theory, it goes right along with the biblical story of Adam and Eve. The Out of Africa theory also goes with the story of Lucy. Now, Lucy might not have a haplogroup or no genetic ties to her, but whatever the situation may be. But I know that whatever the earliest haplogroup of all men stars in East Africa.
None of them, and this is the thing though, TB, none of them niggas, none of them Homo sapiens have these haplogroups that they're talking about. None of them.
But see that. Now listen to what you said. See, look, Homo,
and that's some sapiens. Pseudo shit, bro. That's pseudo shit.
But you gotta think about it. It's really nothing to do with what? Bro just said it. Because when you look at the mtDNA, that starts in East Asia, the Middle East. It doesn't start in Africa.
Yes, it do.
No, it doesn't.
The maternal DNA?
It starts
the
in the
A00 from Albert Perry's Y chromosome is different from the African A00.
They're 11 mutations away, bro. That's like 30.
We know they're 11 mutations away. That's why I didn't even want to bring that up. But when me and grandson was looking at something one day, and when we were going through it, the male started in East Africa, the female started somewhere in the Middle East, like Asia, East Indies, some shit like that, bro. Y'all just realize that they are using Neanderthal and Denisovan DNA to do these sequences.
I think they're using everything and they could find.
But the phenotype that they're calling Negro really was created in the Americas, and they just call it a Negro. The phenotype that they're contributing to be Negro is really from Earth, and they can find it on, especially in the Americas, but they call it Negro. They call those features of that phenotype Negro, but we not Negro. We were all over the Pacific also. So we kind of like, and the Out of Africa theory is also supported by the leading scientists who are okay with the Out of Africa theory, right? They also support the Into Africa theory too. That we had people that actually migrated back into Africa. So it's like there's not really they're not contrasted. It's just that people been migrating, and we've been migrating for a long time, which allows me to say.
See, this is what I'm saying though. It's like this, bro. When you look at their history of the point, I can go back to 1768 and show where all life started in America. And America was the seat of the human race, and that it was already historically known that the Eastern Hemisphere was only a few thousand years old, and that the Western Hemisphere was billions.
I mean, I'm not pushing against none of that. I'm saying in 2025, this is what I'm saying. How does who we are on that level determine where you're gonna be in the future? Meaning, what I'm saying is tribalism and indigenous, it's there, it's been there. Nations have roles taken over stuff. Like right now, this is the United States, and I get that. What indigenous power is there is my question. Like you find out you're indigenous.
Bro, time out. Cause see, I hate when people ask what indigenous power is though. Like they gotta listen, bro. I done been down every category of who a person's supposed to be in the Americas in a courtroom. The most power I done ever had was with my mother. It wasn't a document that could do what she did in a courtroom when I didn't want to claim my name. So it's like, no matter what people keep saying and they keep coming up with, all I see is niggas charging niggas to teach them something that's supposed to be setting them free, right? So if that's what you coming here with today, bro, we really don't want to hear.
Hey, bro, nah,
but it's cool, TV. Let's get into some information, though.
Yeah, I'm not even on that, bro. Like, nah, don't try to play with me like that, bro. But I hear you, but I'm not on that. So we can move past that.
So you got more in your name. So I'm assuming you're pseudo sovereign.
Nah, I don't do none of Nah, I'm not a sovereign citizen, none of that. I know most people will think Moors are. It's people who claim to be Moors and sovereign citizens, but I'm not here to talk about that. I don't even represent none of that. So I'm part of I just run a trust. I just run a trust, and that's it. Like that's it, simply put. So trust law, express trust law has nothing to necessarily do with you claiming to be a Moor, but anybody who's a U.S. citizen can use the information to to do commerce. That's all I do. I don't do all that sovereign citizen nonsense. I don't even represent that. So we can get past that very quickly.
Migration patterns, because you said something like, how do you really determine? Well, based off of
No, I didn't say how do you determine. I'm saying that everybody on the planet has ancient ancestors. That's why I agree that I don't get into all of that because I mean people can choose to claim and say whatever they are. I don't get into that because that's almost like religion and politics. It's just a
message. You think everybody you see walking around has ancestors?
Listen, what I'm saying is, brother, when we talk about the Japanese people of 2025, the Japanese people, they have a history. The Chinese, like people on the planet, everybody has parents and their parents have parents. What I'm saying is nobody here is just here because they just popped up here. So what I'm saying
is,
no, man. Just took place, bro.
Okay, let me ask you this. So people can pop up anywhere else but in America. Anywhere but America, right?
What are you talking about? People came to America on
because let's use your
America's
logic.
been conquered. That's all.
Let's use your logic. You said it's impossible to have just popped up in let's just say the States. So based off your logic,
taking what I'm saying out of context, man.
Sir, let's have a conversation.
Go ahead. You taking what I'm saying out of context, but go ahead.
So so you give us your breakdown on
when I said pop up, I'm just talking about meaning like popped up, meaning what I'm saying is everybody that has ancient ancestors, meaning that people come from people. People been immigrating. When I'm saying this, brother, if you're talking about, people were invented in a lab and they not really human. Okay, cool. I'm giving you that because I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you. Cool. I can accept what you believe in. I don't like to argue. So listen, what I'm saying is, brother, sister, what I'm saying is,
sir, let's stay locked in right now. You made a comment.
Exactly. Go ahead, sister. You
made a comment and said it's basically impossible for anybody to have popped up in the United States, right?
No, you added the United States.
Okay, so what are you saying? I'm saying the United States because I'm saying that Cherokee people are
and you didn't let me finish when I was on that same point.
You talk so much. That's why you can't learn anything. You talk.
Oh my God!
How you gonna say let her talk and then cut her off? What sense does that make, bro?
I'm adding to the point
to be quiet to let her talk.
When I was speaking, she was still talking. That when she's talking about the.
Go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
I'm just asking him. You said that it's basically impossible for anybody to have popped up in the United States. I'm standing on the United States. I'm saying the United States, Southeast. I'm saying that. The Cherokee people are indigenous to the Southeast United States. So if you're using migration patterns and theories, you tell me where people magically popped up from if they did not pop up from the Southeast of the United States. You tell me where they magically popped up from. That's all I'm asking, and I'll conclude. Go ahead.
Ma'am, I don't know why you took talking about the Southeast and the United States, but since you talking about the Southeast or the United States in general, the United States has been conquered. Period.
That's irrelevant, sir.
It's not, because
sir,
when I'm telling
you cannot be up on a public platform with 45 people spreading misinformation and pseudoscience.
So the United States wasn't conquered?
Yes. Now you answer my question. If people had not originated in the United States, where did they originate at? Where did they originate? Based off your logic.
I never mentioned anything about the Southeast being like, I don't know how you're
America. So where did the first people come from?
I never even claimed to know where the first people came from.
So you just you up here making up stuff, but you don't even know.
No, you took what I said out of context and ran with it.
If you can explain to me what you meant by people cannot be indigenous and pop up in the States.
That's not what I said. You're not listening. You formulated a position and you're making me try to defend a position that I
do you believe in the Homo sapien theory?
The Homo sapien theory.
Yes. So you don't believe
what do you mean by the Homo sapien theory? What does that mean to you? I don't know what.
It's the out of Africa. You believe in the Homo sapien theory? So you graded out of Africa.
Oh, okay. Well, the out of Africa theory is something like, I don't know. I never heard of the Homo sapien theory.
It's the same thing.
So, but what I'm saying, yes, the out of Africa theory is something that I have looked into and studied again, as it being just a theory. Most of the leading people who push the out of Africa theory also support the inter-Africa theory. So for me, it's nothing to contrast against one of these. Are things that science is still trying to explain. It's not solidified. It's the out of Africa theory for a reason. So it's nothing to defend or try to it's just information that we all can read about. It's nothing for me to have a position on. We don't know. The human race is so old. This planet is so old that yes, it's a story that is always being unfolded. It's nothing to really argue about, which goes back to my original point before I was cut off. How what I'm saying is, if you find out you're indigenous, what does it change as far as the fact that we know that this land that we're standing on now it's called the United States of America. It wasn't called that before, right? So this land has been conquered by people that are not from here. We can agree on that.
Yes,
so you as a U.S. citizen, my question is, once you find that you are indigenous.
Wait, TB, I will land my plane, TB. I promise. I'm going to tell you what me claiming this land, rights to this land, heirs to property, heirs to land, claiming my name, claiming my people, claiming my birthright, my place of birth, my genealogy, their birth, my ancestors, claiming land. Land builds wealth. We know this. This is how the Franks built their wealth off land. I'm claiming the land. So I'm claiming my name. What's my name? My name is Jones. I'm part of the 5 civilized tribes. My people are Cherokee. My surname is Autry. My people are from the Choctaw, etc., etc. Okay? I'm claiming my land. Y'all need to wake up and see what's happening. We are claiming the right to our land, and there's nothing that nobody can do about it. So we're going to continue to get our paperwork together and claim rights to our land and build wealth. Flat out.
So you're not getting your own city or reservation, private property?
Hold on, brother. Hold on. One second. Excuse me. It's TB's born day, y'all. Can everybody go ahead and tap the screen, show TB some love, and share the live?
Happy birthday, TB. What up,
birthday,
Sosa?
TB.
Oh, shit. Hey, the right one came in the goddamn panel. Hey,
Happy birthday, Ninja.
Man, what's happening? What's happening, my motherfucker?
Yeah,
hey, listen, this the only person I can literally tell her F you besides Penn, and I talk to them tomorrow. I love them two ladies.
Listen, man, Sosa, I done came up here. Look, I ain't mean to interrupt so broadly, but have you heard about the Kabbalah tribe? The people that went from America to the lands of Scotland in the wilderness, saying that they're the last people of the Scottish king.
You
know what?
Man,
I ain't put all that together, but that sounds. The last king of Scotland.
Man, this shit is funny. This girl been missing for 2 years and come to find out she in Scotland in the woods, living with this motherfucker who done started him a tribe and the 3 of them motherfuckers.
Yep. I seen that.
Have y'all seen that though? That movie with
I seen that.
In Scotland.
Hey, but listen, I gotta say something to y'all real quick about this conversation y'all two were just having, right? So, as a genealogist and a person
you gonna have
that
to send me that, Wise. I want to look into that. That shit sound interesting.
Man, bro, that shit gonna wow you out. Like, cause it's a short story, but it's like, what the are y'all doing? Are they serious? Like, you got all those little questions gonna come out in that little sequence. She on video talking to people. But yeah, we gonna let her.
They done made the news and headlines in Scotland.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
this is.
Thank everybody for the happy birthdays and the gifts. But
like that
listen,
shit went viral for real. Like quick. Oh, yeah. You know how quick that shit went viral? Like fast. Like not long at all. That's crazy.
That motherfucker had 4 million views in less than 12 hours. Or some shit like that. Like the whole world literally seeing that shit. But as far as the United States goes, right? When we talk conquest, what exactly is conquest, right? Because you have colonies and you have providences. Most colonies start off either as some kind of trust or become a trust, or some kind of company and become whatever they become throughout the time. But I noticed that in the years of the colonies, the providences existed, and so did the trust and the trustees. So as I start realizing that, okay, providences are broken up when you break the word down, is for conquest, to be conquered, right? I started looking at colony. It was about planting and making sure people had somewhere to eat from. So
cultivating will take you to cult.
Okay. Right. So I go through Thomas Jefferson's documentation because I got a relative that married with his family, right? And as he's putting files in the Virginia courts about, Virginia, Carolinas, Georgia, and the 13 colonies, this is his clear quote. The United States was not conquered, it was purchased.
Who sold
hard work? Oh, the engines.
The engines sold it?
Yeah, it's
They're different tribes. They didn't look at the whole Indians as one nation. So yes, different parts of the land was acquired by them making deals with different tribes. Some of these tribes were not even affiliated with one another or even looked at each other as allies. Some of these tribes were enemies. So that's the issue, that the indigenous people were never one national collective front to keep any of the empires off of their land. That's the French, the Spanish, or
wait a minute, because that's a good point you just made, right?
Yes, sir. Keep going, but I'm with you.
As I was stating. So as these other different empires were going around making their own treaties, you got to remember, the United States was only making treaties in 13 colonies. But the real United States is the Confederate States, because they wouldn't have a constitution without the Confederate Constitution.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. So the United States was making deals in the 13 colonies until what time would it be until they expanded? What year would they expand it past the 13?
I said between.
Give me a time frame. It's all good. I know you.
I know. Really, one of the oldest treaties is actually the Chickahominy, Accomac, and Anglo-Saxon treaty.
The British had treaties with some of the Indian population as well. That's what was happening. Once the so-called United States bucked against Britain, some of the tribes rode with the United States, some of them rode with Britain. After the war, that's what happened is like the ones who and it was so I don't want to use the term BLK, but they'll say they were African Americans, but we know that term, whatever. But like so you had black people who was on the British side and on the United States, the newly created United States side as well. And so after the war, guess what happened? They put those same BLKs who were on the United States side back into slavery, treated them as if they were British allies, because that's just what they did. They just kind of like said, okay, after the war, we not freeing y'all. We not respecting nothing we told y'all. And they put them back in slavery.
Let me get to this.
I don't know what part of that story, how you got there.
Pull it up, bro. Chris is adding. I have a
bro.
list of 24 so-called.
We can show you black people coming out of Britain, bro.
Wait, I
like not
want to
even
go back
from
to this
Africa.
question. He said that, what does conquer mean? Conquer is a romance word. That's a romance word. Just like people in the chat say, y'all skipping over a whole bunch of history. Because a lot of these men intermarried and were having or graping children with these women. This is how they infiltrated the tribes. We're not about to just skip over.
But that was way before the United States.
No. One second.
That's the time where Britain and the United States was not even thought about.
He said, what is conquer? I said, literally, conquer is literally a romance word. What is romance? We know that means intermediate, intermarrying, not interbreeding, intermarrying. These conquerors were having sex with the women, the indigenous women of these tribes. So then you got mixed children, Creole children. This is what happened.
But
so
that's way before the United
States. Exactly, absolutely. But I'm saying, even the Europeans, can we agree that that some Europeans did conquer the United States?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. But it wasn't just based off of war systems. It wasn't just military systems. It was romance too, though. Because
the mix. Europeans. I got their names. Bill. I have their names. I'm looking at my laptop. We can get into it. I have all of them so-called civilized tribes that turned their back on their people by taking the deals, because this is how they did it. They would claim to be part of the tribe because the tribes were matriarchal. So guess what? The European child whose mother was part of the tribe, his daddy was a European.
I'm not conquered.
Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad, Sosa.
I'm just saying we need to stop fucking saying like he was that fucking victim. Nobody was conquered, man.
Well, Morris, he feel like he was conquered.
We know what prisoners of war are, bro. Like, they don't get conquered,
nobody
bro.
feeling. I was born in 1986. We talking about history,
but not even prisoners of war in that sense. I'm talking about the sense of being swindled and cheated. We've been cheated, swindled, led astray, bamboo. Ain't nobody really fuck with us, bro. So ain't nobody conquered us. We just been fucking nigga, goddamn. You know what I'm saying? Tricked out our motherfucking position. That's all this shit.
Yeah, but the trick happened way more recent in history, like 1933, not way back in no Indian time. We living in 2025. The system had a...
Let a nigga conquer you. What the fuck? That shit sound nigga sweet.
Okay, so we can say that Christians was conquered too, or converted, because a lot of niggas converted to Christianity. We know this.
All that shit sounds sweet. Nigga, you converted, nigga, and motherfucking conquered, nigga. All that shit sound nigga sweet. Nigga, like, bro, stop it. Stop. Come on, man. None of that shit.
But let's be real. Like, that's what happened.
That's why niggas is Christians.
I'm not
now,
nigga.
bro.
No, that's why niggas is niggas now. I'm a nigga. I'm not a nigga.
Nigga, hey, you see the majority of these niggas.
I'm a nigga. I'm not a Christian.
We the dying breed of
I
a
live
couple
in the
niggas
law
that
of
ain't
the
like that.
ancestral niggas and not guys from all over the world.
Yeah,
So I
you
don't
look
know.
around and you see these niggas going to church. You see this shit. These niggas have been swindled by these niggas.
Exactly. Swindle. Tricked out their position. Hoodwink. Led astray.
We can't get white tea people credit for creating Christianity, right? Like these people didn't have that type of philosophy.
You see,
Christianity is first of all, I don't think y'all ever study Christianity, bro. Christianity is not ours.
Y'all be lying.
It's not ours.
Wait, hold on.
I mean,
never
if you
said
know
white
about the
tea
big,
created Christianity.
Hey,
no, I
it's
know
not ours,
you. I know
disciple.
not
It's
you.
not ours, but it's not white folks either.
Yeah, like if you know about the
It's
Byzantine
not ours.
Empire,
That's
this
my
was
not
point.
this
If you're
ours.
indigenous to
You're right
America,
about that.
if you're American Indian, if you're an American Indian, Christianity ain't got shit to do with you.
Nah, yeah, that's facts. But we know everybody in America.
You can say that, but we know that a lot of Indians did convert. I mean, they went Anglo-Saxon. Let's not.
We know that.
Like
That's my whole point.
That's my whole point, though.
That's my whole point, me. Like these people came and brought that shit onto your people and forced it onto your people, so you won't teach your original shit. So you would not do your original religious teachings that your ancestors were already in. That's why Christianity was forced upon you. That's why you got all these black people making gospel now to this day, and it's pretty much the best part of fucking Christianity you're ever going to get. Because anything we do it at the highest nature of any type of spirituality. But the point is, they got us doing it for their shit. We didn't make no Christianity shit. Now, if you want to talk about the Hebrew Israelites and what they did with Yah and Yahweh and all that, that's a whole nother element of a different side of it. But Christianity is nothing more than the remix of everything to trick you into thinking that this is how things are supposed to go.
I'm just saying, who came up here and said white tea was Christians? Or I was talking about y'all
didn't know Christianity and religion is the way how they rule the world.
Exactly.
They rule the world through religion.
But
I mean, the Vatican, the Pope runs the world through religion.
Yep.
That's how they got us. Roman Catholic. Roman Catholic.
These is niggas.
And listen, this is a true statement that I can make right here, right?
This our
history. Statement I can make. We the only people that was truly Christianized in this world. We the only people that live within a Bible Belt.
When our people turned to Christianity, our people fell on paper and everything else.
It wasn't that they turned to Christianity. What them people knew was romanticized, fantasized, and turned into another story. So yeah, I got documents from the Jesuits of how these folks would go to the children after learning the stories from the elders. They'll make drawings and do little theater plays for the kids, and they'll put fantasized shit up in the story. So when you think about Negro spirituals, right? Negro spirituals have a lot of indigenous shit in it.
So TV, what you know about the Articles of Association?
Not much.
The documents before the U.S. Constitution, Articles of Association, Articles of Confederation.
Articles of Confederation.
Articles of let me tell you which ones came first. In 1774, you had Articles of Association that came first. Then they had the Articles of Confederation, and then after Articles of Confederation, that's when you got your Constitution. So follow Articles of Association, and you're gonna see how they did our ass dirty on paper, bro.
Hey, matter of fact, I do need to read that, right? Because somebody brought that up to me, like I think about 6 years ago. Now that I'm sitting there thinking about it, because it keep running in my head, and bro, let me tell you, they removed it off the internet for a little while because it was in the Library of Congress.
Hey, this is why they try to.
It's still there. It's still there, bro.
This is one of the.
Hey, message me a link real quick, huh?
Look, they say you can send pictures on TikTok now because I'm gonna send this to Sosa so he can pull it up. How the hell you do that?
I'm too militant, bro. I be trying to do some shit with this.
The Declaration of Independence.
I'm a fucking warlord, nigga, for real.
The Declaration of Independence and it's the Emancipation Proclamation. If you saying that you're black or your history starts with American slavery, the Emancipation Proclamation.
That ain't the same either.
Y'all know how to send pictures so I can send you.
See, I'm gonna tell you that Emancipation Proclamation got something to do with the rich and poor Indians. It ain't got nothing to do with no foreigners, but it got something to do with allegiance to the United States.
Exactly.
and everything?
Probably at around 8 o'clock. Okay. I thank y'all for watching. I will get back on in a few or later tonight.
And actually move on, right? That is the reason. So Gracie is going for 2XL. 2XL for Grace. 7 minutes to go right now. Please choose your colors, okay? And as I said earlier, we have 7 colors. But don't focus on your favorite color a lot, because when it's a clearance, so you buy the colors available. We look at the price to buy the product, the price and the quality. Is it good price? Is it a great quality? Then you buy them before you look at your favorite colors. If you focus on none of new order, if you follow your favorite color, none of my favorite color is pink, darling. I'm not sure it's going to work today because this is only $11. Okay, love, you're going for extra large.
And we got new order.
3 new orders.
2 new orders, actually.
3.
3?
From everybody's auntie.
Yup.
Girl, I like your name. Everybody's auntie. So, girl, go for the extra large size. Okay, go for the extra large size. You can wear that. Hi, Nana. I ordered 3 pair of sporty jacket, high waisted. Could I change the size? Oh, darling. Yes, you can do that by canceling the first order. And then, have you received them? Have you received them? Is that what you mean? If you've received them already, then you can actually return them. Okay. If it hasn't been shipped, cancel the order and reorder. Okay, so let me know. I think Rachel is it hasn't been shipped. You bought it like 2 days ago, right? Either yesterday or 2 days ago. I remember you so well. I do. So let me know. 5 minutes to go right now. After 5 minutes, price is moving back to $30 per piece. All the girls that just got on here, get me your heights, get me your weight loves. Let me help you. There's another lady. Thank you so much, everyone's auntie, for following me. We have another lady. She started. Okay, Tuxie 2. She has 3. Darling, oh, we got a new order. No, this girl, she bought 1, the last girl. Oh, I didn't see that. Yes, I love the quality. Very similar in, I don't want to mention that brand. Lulu, right? Yeah, we all know that. That is actually good. You see, I told you. When you were about, I told you that it's Lulu, they are the same. New order. But girls, you are buying 1 too many. You are paying for shipping a lot. All the girls buying 1, please get 3, okay? Skip the shipping fee. So Rachel, just return them, okay? Return them. So you know how to do that, right? Text customer service, tell them that you want to replace the size, and then do that, okay? So return them, they're going to replace the size for you. Thank you so much, my love, okay? They're going to show you what to do, where to keep it, and they'll come for it, and then from there you can actually replace it. What's the name of the girl? Gertrude?
Yup.
The difference is just the zipper. That's true. That's so true. I know. But other people will buy it for like 100, $100 from them, thinking that is of good quality. But it's still the same. It's still the same. That's why I've been telling you girls that at least buy them and hold it. Feel the quality. Touch it. You have 30 days to return it. Don't worry, just touch it. And all the girls, once they receive it, they are now in love. I told you, it's a good one, okay? So we have another lady choosing a color. How many she has in there?
She only got 1.
Darling, you need 3 colors, okay? Once you have 3 in there, you can get a free shipping. So please don't buy 1. And we have only